Hi there. My name is Julie Veresh, Innate Dynamics. I am an intuitive coach, and I also am trained in the Body Talk system, AccuNet, Access Consciousness, Access Bars, and I am certifying to become a Kid Code instructor based upon the amazing book by Brenda Miller, Kid Code, which is all about learning to raise children in a conscious, awakened manner. All right, so thank you for joining me, and we're going to do a sample abundance blockage clearing session. So I invite you to just find a space where you can get comfortable, relax, and I want you to take a nice cleansing inhale through your nose. Releasing and letting go through your mouth on the exhale. On your inhales, we're allowing a healing white light to travel up through your body as we allow that to cleanse and purify every cell in your body. We're blasting through any energy blocks, any debris, old belief systems, old attachments that are no longer serving your highest good. And every exhale through your mouth is the opportunity to release and let go what's no longer serving. So as we begin our clearing session, we're starting with a balancing to the heart. The heart is a direct extension of our heart brain. We have three brains: our head brain, our heart brain, and our gut brain. And the heart is responsible for really getting into tune with our heart's desires, what really causes us to experience joy, what really allows us to feel lit up and amazing in our personal lives. It also helps to gauge how much energy we give in terms of time, love, service, as opposed to the ratio of how much we're willing to receive. And what we need to do is we need to do a balancing of the heart meridian and attune us to the heart consciousness of housing the mind. And this is to provide a better balance of the ratio of emotions as well as thinking. The other thing we're doing is we're attuning to the subtle sense of touch. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and our body is basically our vehicle. And it's through our sensory system that we take in information, that we decode, and then we utilize that information through our five senses to discern our own unique version of reality from our own unique perspective or our own movie reel. So the subtle sense of touch really has to do with allowing us to feel alive in our physical body. And it really has a lot to do with our inner feminine, which despite gender, we have both. We have both partial masculine, partial feminine energy. And our divine feminine is really about our capacity to love, nurture, and take care of oneself. Good. And then we're tuning us to the heart function of commanding chi and communicating chi as in our life force energy and distributing that throughout all areas of the body. That feels really good. Okay. From there, we're linking into the reptilian brain. And the reptilian brain is the oldest portion of our brain, and it's associated with our spinal complex. In particular here, we're working with the sacrum. So in times of stress or emotional trauma, our emotional triggers literally get hardwired into our vertebrae. And when we're working with the sacrum, it's very much so associated with what we call our root chakra or our base chakra, which has to feel how grounded, how connected we are in our body, and how we're showing up in life. So it really has to do with root chakra or base needs, like our home environment, our money, career security, and immediate relationships. So when we're holding energy in our sacrum, often it has to do with some unresolved family issues, some unresolved family trauma. And you know what? Sometimes we just bury that stuff and sweep it under the carpet. But over time, if we keep accumulating so much, it's sinking down our personal vibration. And ideally, we want to have a high vibration or a high frequency, because wherever we're radiating or vibrating, we are human magnets. So essentially, that is the quality of our life experience that we're able to attract. So by accumulating a lot of heavy blockages and excess vibrational weight, it's really working against us and diminishing the quality of our life experience. That's why, energy clearing and energy work is so important. So we're going to do a cleansing of the sacrum. And as we do, we're linking into the pancreas. Blocks in the pancreas literally have to do with not truly embracing or enjoying the sweetness or the goodness in life as life truly is intended to be. So I love this, that we're working on abundance blocks and we're getting with precision the right formulas coming up. Followed by the pancreas, we're linking into another endocrine, and that's our thyroid. The thyroid governs our metabolism. It also regulates some of our hormones. But from a chakra standpoint, this deals with our throat chakra. And our throat chakra has to do with effectively communicating your truth, your needs, your desires. And it's funny that we started with a balancing of our heart center, which is the conduit of joy. If we're out of sync in our heart center and we're not even sure what our needs, what our desires are, what kind of life it is that we choose to design, we are the architects in our own life experience, then it's pretty darn hard to communicate and express your needs and desires if you're not even sure what they are. So again, this is a really good link to get your body on board at a physical, spiritual, and emotional level to get in sync so we can launch with alignment in the direction of what it is we choose to create. Cool. And then with that in mind, we're bringing in the influence of the sun. And the sun is all about soul growth, soul expansion, what we're willing to nurture, what we're willing to grow. So with that in mind, we're going to package all of the formulas we've discussed so far, and we're going to do a balancing here. So again, I want to walk you through a visualization. Visualize a beautiful ball of healing white light. We use white light because white light is super high vibrational. And when we shine light on shadow aspects of self, the shadow disappears. And what is the result? Transformational change and long-lasting results. So taking a nice cleansing inhale through your nose, releasing and letting go through the mouth on those exhales. Light energy in, allowing that energy to purify, revitalize, cleanse, and supercharge and invigorate your entire vibration, reactivating, rejuvenating every cell in your body. And every exhale is our opportunity to release and let go a little further what's no longer serving. Awesome. Okay, from there we're going into a balancing of the mid portion of our limbic brain. The limbic brain governs our emotional reactions to life circumstances. Okay, and from there we're linking into the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are like little hats that sit on top of our kidneys. And they're responsible for excreting our stress hormones, such as cortisol. So what we need to do is give a little bit more of a boost, primarily more so on that right adrenal gland. The right-hand side of our body is our yang, or our divine masculine energy, and the left-hand side of our body is yin, which is our divine feminine. It's opposite for our brain, though. Whereas the left intellectual brain is our masculine, and the right is our intuitive, creative side, which is our divine feminine. All right, so as we balance the adrenals, we're going into a link of our pineal gland. And the pineal gland is a tiny hormone in your brain. that is, it produces melatonin to help regulate sleep state, but essentially our pineal gland is our psychic satellite. It is associated with our crown chakra, which essentially is an energetic antenna connecting us to universal consciousness, the bigger realm, psychic intuition, more perceptual awareness. This is the sweet spot for growth. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a decalcification of the pineal, and then we're linking to the thymus. And the thymus gland plays a big role in our immune system. It produces T cells, but it also helps to control similarly our emotional reactions. So what we're going to do, it just feels like it's a little bit stuck in defaulting to lower vibe thinking or lower vibe pattern habits. And what we're going to do is just do an energetic inversion to get us into a higher frequency or a higher reset, that we're not just tripping a wire that's leading us down to a path of self-sabotage from a subconscious level. And again, 95% of our habits, or why it is we do the things we do, are stemming from programming that is in our subconscious, which is crazy when you think of it. So it's a good idea to do some inner house cleaning as to what those sneaky belief systems are that maybe at one time served a purpose, but are now really not conducive to attracting and aligning to the best version of you. Good. Okay, and as we release that, we're going into a balancing of our lymphatic system, and we're linking from the zygoma to the abdominal area. And so our lymphatic system essentially is our body's septic tank, and it's designed to filter out toxins through our body. And when we have clogging or sluggish lymphatic system, it's indicative of compromised sense of self-esteem or sense of self-worth, which again is a super self-sabotager, so it needs to go. So we're going to do a nice flush out of the lymphatic system, linking from the zygoma down to the abdominal area, which is, the abdominal area is known as our solar plexus chakra. And our solar plexus really essentially has to do with our sense of self-esteem, our sense of self-worth, and that really determines how much we're able to allow the universe to give us, how much we can receive. So if you notice you have a hard time receiving a compliment, if you have a hard time receiving money, if you have a hard time receiving a gift, it is a good indicator that you might have some self-sabotaging programming that needs to be debunked. All right, so we're going to tap this in. So once again, connecting to that healing ball of white light, taking a deep breath in through your nose. Just visualize that ball like an energetic Roomba, vacuuming up, cleansing, purifying all your cells. And on the exhales, it's like we're emptying that dirty filter, releasing and letting go all that no longer serves in your exhale. All right, power it up, deep breath here. Release through the mouth. Again, power it up. Releasing and letting go. And one more. Releasing and letting go on your exhale. Awesome. That feels amazing. Hopefully you feel a nice shift in your energy vibration as well. If you're interested in booking a one-on-one session, there are options in person in Saskatoon, Canada. And there's also virtual options as well online globally through the website www.innatedynamics.ca. I look forward to working with you. Take care.